Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So, it's 3 in the morning in Seoul. Most people are sleeping, but not Jungkook. Nope, our GoldenMaknae decides this is the perfect time to go live on Weverse and cook Ramyeon for millions of fans worldwide. And honestly, this is peak Jungkook behavior, and we absolutely love him for it. Today, we're diving into the phenomenon that is Jungkook's cooking sessions on Weverse, and trust me, ARMY's reactions are everything. So, let's get into it. Before we start, if you love wholesome BTS content, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because we post videos like this all the time. And drop a comment telling me what's your favorite JungkookWeverse moment. Now let's talk about why Jungkook cooking on Weverse has become such a beloved tradition for ARMY worldwide. First, let's set the scene. Picture this. You're scrolling through social media late at night, maybe you can't sleep, maybe you're stressed about work or school, and suddenly you get that magical notification. Jungkook is live on Weverse. Your heart does a little flip because you never know what you're going to get with a Jungkook live stream. Is he going to sing, work out, have a deep philosophical conversation? But then you click in and there he is, standing in his kitchen, hair messy, wearing the most comfortable looking hoodie, and he's about to make food. And just like that, millions of people around the world stop whatever they're doing to watch JeonJungkook cook instant noodles. If that's not the power of BTS, I don't know what is. But here's the thing, it's not really about the cooking. I mean, yes, watching him cook is entertaining, but what makes these moments so special is the intimacy of it all. Jungkook isn't performing, he's not on stage with perfect lighting and choreography. He's just being himself, doing something incredibly normal and human, and inviting us to hang out with him while he does it. Let me tell you about one of the most iconic Jungkook cooking moments on Weverse. It was around 2 in the morning Korean time, and Jungkook suddenly went live. ARMY around the world started panicking in the best way possible. The comments were flooding in immediately. People in Korea were like, "Jungkook, why aren't you sleeping?" People in America were eating breakfast like perfect timing, and people in Europe were on their lunch breaks, suddenly forgetting about their own food to watch Jungkook make his. He starts by showing everyone his ingredients, and this is where it gets adorable. He's so excited about his Ramyeon, talking about which brand is the best, explaining his technique for the perfect noodle texture. He's holding up vegetables like he's a cooking show host, telling ARMY about how he's going to add cheese, because everything is better with cheese. And honestly, the man has a point. But the best part? He keeps reading the comments while he's cooking. Someone asks if he's eaten dinner and he sheepishly admits he forgot because he was too focused on working out and practicing. Immediately, thousands of ARMYs become concerned parents, telling him he needs to eat regularly and take care of himself. He just laughs that bunny smile of his and promises he's eating now, so it's okay. Then someone asks him to show his refrigerator, and without hesitation, he does. He opens it up, and it's the most Jungkook thing ever. There's some vegetables, lots of drinks, protein shakes, and like 5 different types of Ramyeon. One ARMY comments, "That's the most bachelor fridge I've ever seen," and Jungkook reads it out loud and can't stop laughing because he knows it's true. What really gets me emotional about these cooking streams is how they've become a comfort for so many people. I've seen countless tweets and posts from ARMYs talking about how they were having the worst day, feeling lonely or anxious, and then Jungkook goes live cooking at some random hour, and suddenly they feel less alone. There's something incredibly healing about watching someone you admire doing something so mundane and normal. One ARMY shared a story that really touched my heart. She said she was struggling with an eating disorder and had a really hard time with meals. But when Jungkook would go live cooking, she would cook along with him. She said it made eating feel less scary because it felt like she was just hanging out with a friend. And honestly, that's the impact these simple lives have. They're not just entertainment, they're connection, they're comfort, they're community. The comments during these cooking sessions are absolutely hilarious too. You've got ARMYs from all over the world giving him cooking advice in different languages. Jungkook, the water is boiling over. Add more vegetables. That's too much cheese, and he's trying to read them all while simultaneously not burning down his kitchen. It's chaotic in the best way possible. Then there are the ARMYs who are just there for the vibes. They're not even watching him cook anymore, they're just happy to see him happy. Comments like his smile is so bright. I love hearing him talk about food. The way he concentrates on cooking is so cute. And you know what? They're not wrong. There's something incredibly endearing about watching Jungkook get genuinely excited about perfectly cooked noodles. One of my favorite recurring themes in these lives is when Jungkook tries to be fancy with his instant noodles. He'll be like, "Today, I'm going to make it gourmet," and then proceeds to add every single ingredient in his kitchen: eggs, cheese, vegetables, meat, sometimes even leftover pizza. One time he added so much stuff that ARMYs were jokingly calling it Jungkook's mystery stew instead of Ramyeon. And the taste tests. Oh my god, the taste tests are peak content. He takes that first bite with such anticipation, and you can see him genuinely evaluating whether his creation is good or not. Sometimes he's really proud and gives himself a thumbs up. Other times he makes a face and admits, okay, maybe I added too much of something, but then continues eating it anyway, because he's not about to waste food. What I love most is how these cooking sessions have inspired ARMY to cook too. There are entire threads on social media of people sharing their Jungkook-inspired meals. Some people are trying his exact recipes, others are just motivated to actually cook instead of ordering takeout. Because if Jungkook can cook at 3 in the morning after a full day of practice, they can cook dinner after work. There's also something really special about different time zones coming together for these lives. When Jungkook cooks late at night in Korea, it's morning in America, afternoon in Europe, and evening in Australia. So you've got people eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner all together, united by watching this one man make Ramyeon. If that's not beautiful, I don't know what is. The wholesomeness reaches another level when other members occasionally pop into the comments or the live itself. There have been times when Jin comments something like, "Jungkook, share some with me," or Jimin messages asking what he's making. And ARMY just melts because it shows that even when they're not physically together, the members are still checking in on each other, still part of each other's daily lives. Let's talk about the educational aspect too, because yes, Jungkook's cooking lives are accidentally educational. He's taught international ARMYs about Korean instant noodle brands, how to properly prepare Ramyeon, what ingredients work well together in Korean cuisine, and even some cooking techniques. Food bloggers and cooking channels have literally made videos breaking down Jungkook's cooking methods. That's the impact. But beyond the cooking itself, these lives teach us something important about self-care and finding joy in simple things. In a world where we're constantly told we need to be productive, to always be working towards some big goal, here's Jungkook, one of the most successful artists in the world, finding happiness in cooking simple meals and sharing that moment with people who care about him. The comment section during these lives is also a beautiful display of global community. You'll see comments in Korean, English, Spanish, Japanese, Filipino, Arabic, literally every language you can imagine. And even though not everyone can understand each other's languages, there's a universal understanding of we're all here supporting Jungkook and enjoying this moment together. ARMY has also turned these cooking moments into the most adorable memes and fan art. There's artwork of Jungkook as a chef, memes about his cooking adventures, compilation videos of his best cooking moments, and even recipe blogs dedicated to recreating his dishes. The creativity and love that comes from these simple lives is just incredible. What really makes my heart warm is reading comments from people who say these lives got them through hard times. Someone shared that they were in the hospital and couldn't sleep, and Jungkook's cooking live at that exact moment made them feel less scared and alone. Another person said they were studying for exams all night, and his live gave them the motivation to keep going. These aren't just entertaining streams, they're lifelines for people who need them. And Jungkook seems to understand this too. The way he talks to ARMY during these lives, asking if everyone has eaten, encouraging people to take care of themselves, reminding everyone to rest well. He's not just cooking for himself, he's creating a space where millions of people can feel cared for, even if just for 30 minutes or an hour. So, the next time you see that notification that Jungkook is live on Weverse and he's in his kitchen, drop everything and join. Because you're not just watching someone cook, you're participating in a global moment of connection, comfort, and community. You're seeing one of the biggest stars in the world choose to spend his free time making food and hanging out with fans. And that's pretty special. To all the ARMYs watching this, drop a comment and tell me your favorite Jungkook cooking moment. What did he make? What time was it for you? Did you cook along with him? I want to hear all your stories. And if you've never caught one of his cooking lives, I hope this video makes you excited for the next one. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more wholesome BTS content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss when Jungkook decides to cook at 3 in the morning. Because let's be real, he's going to do it again, and we're all going to be there watching, commenting, and feeling grateful for these simple, beautiful moments of connection. Until next time, stay wholesome, keep supporting our boys, and maybe go make yourself some ramyeon. Purple you.